What's up guys, back with another video. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, all that jazz. Appreciate the new subscribers that subscribe to the channel.
I appreciate you. You loyal.
This video is on failure and what it really is, because oftentimes when you come across the word failure, you just hear the word failure. It has such a negative connotation to it. You failed at this, you failed at that. Oh, you failed at this, you failed at that. It has such a negative connotation because the way we view failure within ourselves and society and the way it's taught is it's bad, it's very bad to fail. But this video, I kind of want to reframe what failure is in a way that's going to be very helpful yet still be very truthful. Now, failure is when you don't accomplish what you set out to do, right? And when you fail at that, you have a decision to make, whether to stop going after what you failed at or continue going after what you failed at and use it as a lesson learned. I like to go for the latter because the latter is more helpful. When you fail, you have data, updated data that's more truthful, that you can work with to get you closer to the actual goal. So if you're learning to play tennis and you lose a bunch of matches, you're given data that you're not as good as the opponents you're facing. What can you do to get better at tennis? So what you do is you practice more, you practice against people more, you get coaching and you get better and better. And as time goes on, your failures start to help you in that they've assisted you to be who you are today. When we look at successful people and the greats, we have this idea that they just had this beeline straight to the finish line and accomplished things. And I know you hear motivational speeches all the time. Oh, I wasn't always successful, I failed. Now, it's very easy to just brush these off and say, oh yeah, he failed, yeah, but he still made it. That's still the case for somebody like you. Failure is nothing but data given to you that what you currently have can be improved. And when you go in with this mindset, failure isn't as heavy and the weight of it isn't as deadly compared to how it was previously viewed as something very bad.
No, God!
And of course, growing up in the school system, if you fail a test, it's very bad. And this is what you're conditioned with. You associate failing with being very bad, just like, classical conditioning, associating certain stimuli with something else, like Pavlov's dogs. That ringing of the bell associated with food, so they begin to salivate. Always watch what you associate things with, because that's what you kind of just carry out. You fail at something and then you carry out that that bad feeling about it. Oh, this is very bad, I should give up, instead of this is feedback and I can use this and I can get better every time. I failed at a bunch of things, but I use it as feedback and I just get better at it. Whether it's the business world, whether it's, finances, whether it's working out, whether it's anything really in my life. And it's really your friend. There's a term I really love called fail forward, which means take massive action on something and fail quickly. That way you can get as much data as possible. That's just the name of the game, really. You have to collect that intel, that information. That way you can get more accurate and closer to it. Algorithms oftentimes, maybe social media algorithms like Facebook or Instagram or whatever, they're set to have certain information about people and advertisers pay to advertise on that platform, right? What the algorithm does is it takes the target demographics of people that that advertiser wants to show the ad to, and it shows it to people and it gets better and better and it iterates, and that algorithm sometimes fails. Sometimes the algorithm shows the ad to a demographic that isn't really interested in that product or that advertisement, and then it takes that in and then it iterates. Now, of course, this is a machine, and yes, you're not a machine. You're a organic machine really with emotions and things like that. But what you can learn from the algorithm is it doesn't let its emotions stop itself when it comes to failure, of course, because it's an algorithm, but you can still learn from that. Like, iterate through, keep going till you get to the trophy or the gold, wherever you're digging for, whatever goal you want to accomplish. This is so important. And it's so easy to it's very easy to theorize this. I understand that. And in action, it's a little different, But if you can internalize it first, that failing is feedback and it's data, when failure occurs, it's in a better perspective. This is so super important to understand. So guys, to recap this video, failure is feedback, data to get better and better. We're taught that it's very bad, it's not good to fail growing up. So what happens is we have a negative connotation to failure. But at the end of the day, it's however you respond to it. And a whole bunch of people respond to failure in very different ways, thus they get very different results. So take that into consideration. If you like this video, give it a like, it helps the channel, of course. This bad boy right here. Appreciate all the subscribers. Have a great weekend, guys. Take care. Bye.